Hello would-be librarians, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we will continue our discussion of the UGC NET June 2025 Library Science paper. In this video, we will be covering question number 46 to 50 with detailed explanation in simple and clear language. If you haven't watched my previous videos, do check them out. Links are given in the description below. So, let's begin. In question number 46, we have to arrange the given bibliographic utilities and institutions according to their year of origin. The correct answer is option number 4. According to this, Library of Congress is the oldest. Then Ohio College Library Center was developed. After that, Western Library Network established. Then Research Libraries Group was formed. And Resource Description Access is the most recent one. Now let's understand them one by one. Library of Congress is the oldest among all, founded in 1800 in the USA. It is one of the largest libraries in the world and plays a major role in developing cataloging standards like MARC. Second is Ohio College Library Center, which was established in 1967, later renamed as OCLC, that is Online Computer Library Center. It started cooperative cataloging among college libraries using computers. That's how shared cataloging began. Third is Western Library Network, which was started in 1971 in the USA. It was a regional bibliographic network helping libraries in the western states share resources. Next is Research Libraries Group, formed in 1974. It was a cooperative network of major research libraries for resource sharing and union catalogs, later merged with OCLC in 2006. Last is Resource Description and Access. This is the most recent one, developed in 2010. It replaced AACR2 as the new cataloging standard for describing library resources in the digital era. Question number 47 asks us to arrange the directors of National Library Kolkata in ascending order of their posting. The correct answer is option number 3. That is D.N. Banerjee, then Harjeet Singh, then A.R. Bandyopadhyay, after that S.K. Chakravarti, and then Sudhendu Mandal. List of directors of National Library Kolkata was given here for your reference. For more information, visit history page of nationallibrary.gov.in. In question number 48, we have to arrange the following communication models in chronological order of their introduction. The correct answer is option number 1. Among them, Shannon and Weaver model was the first one to introduce. After that, Schramm's interactive model, then Jacobson's model, after that Relay and Relay model, and then Berlow's SMCR model was introduced. Let's explain these communication models in brief. First is Shannon and Weaver model. It was introduced by Claude Shannon and Warren Weaver in 1949. It is called the mathematical model of communication. It explains communication as a linear process from sender to receiver through channel with the concept of noise added for the first time. For example, a radio signal getting disturbed by static sound. Second is Schramm's interactive model. It was introduced by Wilbur Schramm in 1954. He improved Shannon and Weaver's idea by adding feedback. Communication is now two-way. Both sender and receiver exchange messages. For example, a teacher explains a topic and students respond. Interaction happens both ways. Next is Jacobson's model. Roman Jacobson developed this model in 1960 to show functions of language in communication. It included six elements: context, message, contact, code, sender, and receiver. It focused more on the purpose or function of communication, like emotional, directive, or informative. Fourth is Relay and Relay model. It was developed by John and Matilda Relay in 1959. This model viewed communication as a social process. It added the social system, how family, society, or groups influence communication. For example, how your background or culture affects the way you understand a message. Now, one important point has to be noted that relay and relay model is placed chronologically after Jacobson's model because it was introduced later and was developed in response to and as an expansion of earlier simpler models including Jacobson's. Jacobson's model proposed in 1956 and published in 1960, whereas relay and relay model published in 1959. Last is Berlow's SMCR model. David Berlow introduced the SMCR model in 1960, in which S stands for source, M stands for message, C is for channel, and R is for receiver. It focused on skills and attitudes of both sender and receiver for effective communication. For example, a good speaker and an attentive listener make communication more successful. All the communication models, along with their years, model type, and key points, are listed below for your further reference. Question number 49 asks us to arrange the following facets of colon classification as per the sequence in the facet formula of any main class. We have the following options: P, special, 2E3P, system, E2P. The correct answer is option number 3. Before finding the correct order, let's quickly recall that colon classification, developed by S.R. Ranganathan, organizes subjects using a series of facets. A facet is simply a specific aspect or characteristic of a subject. Each main class has a standard facet formula which shows the order in which facets appear. In colon classification, the general order of facets in any subject is PMEST. P stands for personality, the main focus or entity of the subject. M stands for matter, what it is made of. E stands for energy, it refers process or action. S stands for space, it refers location. And T stands for time, it refers period. But when we apply this to the facet formula of a main class, Ranganathan's colon classification gives a specific order of systems and spatial facets. There is a specific order of arranging system and spatial facet. System facet should precede all the other facets of the subject. The spatial facets should succeed the system facets but precede all the other facets. In case both occur in a document simultaneously, then main class is not to be repeated and system facet will come first, then comma will be used, use special facet, and comma will be used again after the special facet, that is before the personality facet. Here is an example which shows how to arrange system and special facet along with other facets. Let's identify and understand each component. System is the broadest category defining the main subject field. Special is less standard but likely refers to a general characteristic or potentially the matter facet, dealing with materials or properties. P represents the personality facet. This is a fundamental facet denoting the main entity, object, or core characteristic of the subject being classified. E to P. It represents energy facet signifying an action, process or operation. The addition of 2p indicates a secondary subdivision related to the personality facet. 2e, 3p. It represents deeper level of classification, specifically secondary and tertiary level facets. These denote more refined subdivisions. The sequence in the facet formula often reflects a progression from the general to specific, or the structural hierarchy defined for classification. Based on the standard interpretation and the provided components, the sequence is determined as follows. First is system. The sequence starts with the broadest context, the overall subject discipline. Next is special. This follows as a general characteristic or category, setting a wider context before delving into the specifics of the subject matter. Third is personality. This is the core focus, the main entity or subject itself. Fourth is E2P, that is energy. Next comes the action or process applied to the personality facet, potentially including secondary characteristics. Last is 2E3P. These are subfacets. The sequence concludes with the most detailed levels of classification, refining the classification further. Question number 50 is arrange the correct order in which the following commissions were set up. The correct answer is option number 4, according to which Kothari Commission was the oldest education commission which was formed. Then Acharya Ramamurthy Committee was formed. Then Yashpal Committee was set up. After that, Hari Gautam Committee, and then K. Kasturi Rangan Committee was formed. Kothari Commission was the oldest and most famous education commission after independence. It was headed by Dr. D. S. Kothari. It was set up to examine all levels of education in India from primary to university. Its report gave the famous phrase that is education and national development. It led to the formation of National Policy on Education 1968. Second is Acharya Ramamurthy Committee, which was formed in 1990 to review the National Policy on Education 1986. It suggested more focus on values, equality and decentralization in education. Next is Yashpal Committee, which was headed by Professor Yashpal. It worked on learning without burden. The main focus was to reduce the curriculum load on students and make learning more enjoyable and creative. Next is Hari Gautam Committee, which was formed in 2014 to review the functioning of the University Grants Commission. Its recommendation was to replace the UGC with a new body to improve higher education standards. Last is K. Kasturi Rangan Committee. It was formed in 2017, headed by Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan. It was formed to draft the new education policy, that is NEP 2020. It emphasized holistic and flexible education with a focus on skills, technology, and multidisciplinary learning. That's all for today's video. I hope this detailed explanation helped you understand the concepts better. If you found this video useful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more UGC NET Library Science updates. See you in the next video. Till then, keep learning and keep growing. Bye bye.